Hello everybody and welcome to the Coach Oak Show on Coach Oak TV. You are here with your head coach of the Iki Town Incineroar, Coach Oak himself. This is our DGBA Season 5 Draft Analysis. That's right, we are returning to the DGBA once again, looking for a season that does not suck our soul out like last one. I feel better about this one, guys. I feel better about this one. This team is much more me. This is much more me. My current style, which is ever changing, but right now this fits very well with what I like to do. Last team was good. It was not me. This one is me. I like this. I like this one. I'm excited about this. A lot of snipes, not a ton of plans. Kind of made this as I went, but I think I'm happy with how we ended up. Actually ending off with a much better start than I thought we would. So let's jump right into it after a quick look at our wonderful, wonderful logo. Check out RP's Twitter down below for commission's sake. This was a points draft, 120 point budget, which is a little bigger than most, which kind of was nice in that I could get more things than most that I wanted to use. A lot of the stuff is stuff I haven't used, but I know how it works. And then there's some old favorites returning as well. So, the Iki Town Incineroar started the draft. I believe we were 7th pick. Somebody will correct me on that, I'm sure, down below. But I think we were 7th pick out of 16. There's 16 coaches. So, spot. Yeah, we're in the top half of the first round, which is nice. We're kind of in the middle and kind of have a long wait at the back end. And, nothing's really protected. So, okay spot, and kind of had to go with it a little bit. 7th place in the 16-person draft is tough to try to plan fully. So I kind of went as I went, which is not normal my style, but as I said, this team is. First off, we have Slambu the Celesteela, which is, I like the shiny. I do like the shiny of Celesteela. I don't like Celesteela's Amon, but I'm wanting to try it. Maybe after this season I will like it much more. Still think it's really ugly. I know it's got cool backstory, but I don't really care. I don't really like it. I don't like when things seem off and, you know, the arms aren't attached, which weirds me out. It's like Skarmory's wings that don't attach right, and Gliscor, where his wings, not really wings, but they don't attach right to his body. I don't like it. Don't like it. Bad design. Needs to attach right. Smooth. Transitions. Check out my top 10 most hated mons video. Because, why not? Anyways, we have the Celesteela, which obviously can be very defensive. But I'm looking forward to using this more as an offensive mon. Automize with the Z moves is a pretty scary threat when it's this bulky. Could even automize weakness policy. It can do a lot of different things as well. Gets that beast boost to help it out in terms of boosting even farther. Very big flexibility. Can go hit both sides. Can be bulk at both sides. After the autonomize, it gets to a nice speed tier. So very threatening mon, both defensively and offensively. Nicknames, by the way, are subject to change, but I kind of like Slambu. I don't know. Heavy Slam, Bamboo. We have Charleston, the Blacephalon. I did not think this was coming back around. Honestly, I thought about taking this first round. I wanted Mega Medicham first round. Mega Medicham Blacephalon was kind of my goal. I went with Celesteela because I wanted to use it and was pleasantly surprised to have this come back around. So I was able to tweak the plan and get this to fit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using Blacephalon. Make that mind get blown a little bit. But very fast, Ghost and Fire type. That, well, it does have Calm Mind. It's not really going to go for Calm Mind, but it's going to boost itself by Beast Boost. So it can be another kind of setup sweeper. Scarf into Ghost and Fire is very nice. Get some other cool things. Mind Blown is just a nuke button as well, off of that by special attack. If we can get this thing some support, it can definitely be an absolute monster. Not too many things that like to take both. Tyranitar being obviously the big one that everyone talks about. Which, fun fact, I almost drafted a couple times here. That thing kept staying around. I was very debating it. Did not end up with Tyranitar as a spoilers, but that's fine. Would have been kind of cool to have gotten that as a, take the check to the thing, but I still feel like Blacephalon is going to do good work. Who knows, we might even have some text for Tyranitar when that time comes. We have Darth Motor, the Necrozma. Not sure how I feel about that nickname. This is one I was struggling with, because I've used a bunch of different nicknames on Necrozma before. Necrozma's a mon I very much like. I used it a lot at the beginning of Gen 7. It is on my WU ladder topping team, with the kind of unique twist. Won't be able to run the Z Prismatic Laser. I was not able to give this thing Z moves. But another Autonomize, Swords Dance, Calm Minesweeper, good bulk, good stealth work, good utility, as well as being another setup sweeper. And it has a lot of fun stuff it got for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I'm looking forward to using that. Unfortunately, one other thing that got a lot of fun stuff I got taken on me before I could was Kamo. I was really hoping for Kamo, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so we do have the Necrozma is here. In Soviet Union, Necrozma picked me, as the joke has made goes. We are going to roll with that and see how this goes. I think there's a lot of flexibility here, and as a mon I am very comfortable using. I have not used since the new stuff, however, so I'm looking forward to using all its new fun stuff, like Photon Geyser and Knockoff, etc. We have Canada, the Alolan Ninetales. Kind of goes with another nickname later, you will see. Not super, I don't know, I've been playing around with that nickname as well, but just Canada. I am Canadian A, for those who did not know. Yes, the A was intentional there, but also I will say it all the time. If you haven't figured that out by now, good for you. But we have Alolan Ninetales. We are going to set the Veil. This is a Veil offense team for sure. I don't use Veil a lot. I always get sniped when I want to go for Alolan Ninetales. So typically I end up with a Parting Shot team instead. But we did get Alolan Ninetales this time. We have setup itself, good nasty Plotmon, some fun text as well, and Encore, things like that, but mainly Aurora Veil, solid Fairy and Ice type offensively, not the best defensively, but we can deal with that. We have Red, I know it's going to be shiny, not shiny right now, but we have Red, the Mega Gyarados, so was looking for a nice bulky water type and a top tier dark type, and this was still on the board when I got around to picking. I did not think it would still be there when I could afford it. It was. I'm very happy. We do not have to first turn Mega, which I've never really had a Mega in a league where you didn't have to first turn Mega, where it liked staying not Mega. So it'll be interesting. I've used Gyarados a lot. I've never really used Mega Gyarados in my life. So we'll see how this goes. Looking forward to it. Obviously, Dragon Dance Sweeper as well. Good stab in the Crunch and Waterfall, etc. Mold Breaker can be very nice in certain matchups as well. For Rotom Wash, as I have found out from Non-Zero's hand before. Moving on, we have also I've learned mean things from Non-Zero's hand before. Thug's Bunny is here. Diggersby is something I have never really used. I wanted a good ground type to help out Celesteela, and a good normal type to help up Blacephalon. This was still around. This feels like a very good fit to me. Agility, mean things with that huge power. Quick attack is nice. It doesn't, not all these things are obviously going to be set up every week. I'm sure people understand that. But pretty well everything so far can set up on you. So that's the kind of team I like. It's a real nightmare to prep for, because you don't know what's going to try to set up and what it's going to try to do. So we'll see how that goes. Never used Diggersby ever, really, but looking forward to it. I will not be as good as Non-Zero. I know in Power Rankings they called him the best Diggersby user they've ever seen. I will not be that good, but I will attempt to honor his tradition a little bit. We have Triple H, the Tyrantrum, Heartless Hunter Hurst, will be shortened to Triple H, the King of Kings, the game, Triple H. I've used Triple H once before in League. It only made it on my team for, I think it was 2 weeks before it got dropped, and that was in the now defunct NBA. I had a lot of fun. It actually still, when that league went defunct, it was still, even though I had dropped it after week 2, was in the top 10 in kills because it went on a sweep right after I dropped it, which was, quite funny. But so I've had a little bit of fun using it. I was looking forward to getting the chance to use it again. I want another big Dragon Dancer. Very offensive with Veil. And it should be able to get up its Dragon Dance or Rock Polish. All kinds of things like that. Strong Jaw and Rockhead both help it out depending on your matchup. I know the big sweep it got was not using, everyone just says, oh, just head smash, it just head smashes. No, it does not just head smash. It was a non-stab, so no head smash, no outrage. Sweep, put up 1 TT, and it was like Ice Fang, Crunch, and Earthquake. Like, it has a lot of coverage. The Strong Jaw helped out the Crunch and the Ice Fang. It's got all that fun stuff. So it's definitely a mod that can be very terrifying. I know people, it's not the best dragon, and Lola Ninetales is not the best fairy. I don't care. Let's do this. Let's show them all where they're wrong. Triple H is very scary. He is coming. He is heartless. He is hunting your soul and gonna put you in a hearse. Moving on now to Rocky Ray, the Hitmonchan. So, actual fun fact about this. So we have a rule, you can have 2 Z users, one has to be under 7 points. I thought it was 7 points and under. I thought I read that the first time, it did not say that. So I had kind of planned a draft that had Breloom in this spot, Venomoth, Illumise, and Electrode. I didn't really want to run with Z Electrode. That didn't feel good enough to me. So after the draft, we had a grace period on transactions. I made some transactions. This is one of them. I also knew I needed a little bit more clearing than just Illumise. So I was able to get Hitmonchan here, Rapid Spin, Bulk. This is a great mod with Bulk Up because it gets very bulky very quick. Drain punches itself back up. Some good coverage with the other punches. Not the best Hitmon, obviously, but I'm looking forward to using it. I think it has good utility and good offense, and looking forward to doing some mean things with this boy. Rocky Ray is here to show you some sugar and smack you on the lips until you go down. We have, that's, I didn't think of a nickname. Oh, and you can tell, oh goodness. Falling apart here at the Coach Oak Show. Low production value. Yep, that's about right. So this is Venomoth. This is not a Lurantis. Lurantis is not Venomoth's nickname. I messed up the slides and they had different names, and I was just like, it's fine. Because I had the pictures in. I just needed to put the nickname in. I didn't put the nickname in, nor do I remember what the nickname for this is. So stay tuned on the channel and find out next time. Probably not next time, but another time. So we have Venomoth, obviously Quiver Dance, does have Toxic Spikes. I always like to have Toxic Spikes. It's a mon I've been very much wanting to use for a while, just to try it out. I've heard good things. I was really excited about Z-move Venomoth, because this is 7 points, and I thought this would count, because with the, is it Tinted Lens, that if it's not very effective, it hits neutral? I don't know, I can't remember which ability it is, but it has that ability. I think it's Tinted Lens. And that seems very nice for something with a Z-move. Set up Z-move, set up, and then even if he makes the right switch, it still hits neutral. So I was very much looking forward to that, and Haz is a mean boy, and wouldn't let me break the rules that I thought were the rules. And therefore, this does not have Z-moves, but still looking forward to using Venomoth. Seeing what it's all about, trying it out, looking forward to it. Nice fighting check as well, which is going to help out some members of my team very much. Yeah, looking forward to using this Venomoth. Hopefully I use it well, but it is a mon I've never really used, but have been wanting to for a while. We do have Lurantis. Lurantis is here. Defog, contrary setup. I needed something a little bit slower, just to, not make everyone want to bring Trick Room against me. I'm sure somebody still will, but it's fine. I'll be able to deal. We have Suedo Scyther, who is here. Lurantis is fun. I used it in my very first playthrough of Sun and Moon. I honestly can't remember my nickname for it there, though. Or I would be using that nickname. I know it wasn't Suedo Scyther, but I can't remember. And it's going to bother me. I might have to look up in the game, find out, and see if I like it better than Suedo Scyther. But we're going to use Lurantis. It's got some new fun stuff because it got Superpower now. So Superpower and Leaf Storm, it can set up kind of both ways. Defog, utility, it's got some other fun stuff. So we'll see how well I use Lorantis. Decently bulky, not the best, but it can be okay. Ground type check, things like that. It gives me a little more clearing, and I needed to kind of split Breloom's roles. So splitting Breloom's roles into Lorantis and Hitmonchan will give me a lot more clearing, and just help out with some other stuff as well. We have Alaska, the Lowland Sandslash, coming in as our last pick here. We have given this buddy Z moves. He is under the amount, so Z moves. I was not planning for a Hail Sweeper to be on this team, but it fit. It was at the right point, and I think this is a very good Z user in the Hail. Likely able to get a Sword Sense up, secondary Aurora Veil user in the Hail as well. Rapid Spinner, can be a very fast Rapid Spinner. Can work well that way. Yes, the double steel type, Celestial only has 2 weaknesses. This is 4 times weak to one of those is a bit of a problem. A little bit fire weak, but I think I'll be able to deal. Obviously, Celestial not being fighting weak is nice. Both things I'm kind of a little bit weak to, I'll have to deal with. But we will hopefully be able to mitigate that this season. This obviously can set up as well, besides the Hail, Sword Stance, and then quick Z moves, things like that. I kind of disagree with JJ that this one, I think it was JJ, but I'm wrong. I only listened to my power rankings. I haven't had time to see the rest yet, but I can't remember whose voice is who. One of them was saying that I'm never going to be able to get up a Sword Stance with this, or it was a bad player who let a Sword Stance get up with this. I disagree, because this can come in late in the Hail and be able to do some things very well. Looking forward to proving them wrong. Not saying Lelum Sandslash is great. It's 4 points for a reason, guys. But I'm sure I'll be able to have at least one matchup where this thing will do some work. And really, as quote-unquote my tier 5, this thing wins me 1 week. This thing has more than done its job. If this scares somebody a little bit more, this thing is more than done its job. Either way, we have our team picture. This is your DGBA Season 5 team picture for the Iki Town Incineroar. Set up, set up, set up, set up, set up. Something's going to sweep you. That's basically the goal. This is very similar a style, a completely different mods. I don't think anything's the same, but a very similar style to my UPC Season 2 team. If you haven't watched those on the channel, please do. I appreciate the likes because they make me feel special. Not because I get any money, because I am not at that level yet. But they do make me feel special. So, leave a like, go back, leave a little heart, do whatever you want to do. Share, subscribe, that would be nice. Friendly people. I know you all want me to feel good. Until you're playing me, then you want me to feel really bad. But very much, that was a setup team with Parting Shot support. This is a setup team with Aurora Veil support. It did very well, finished in 3rd place of the season. A very competitive, very long season, did very well. Started out slow, and then picked up a speed real quick. We made it to the semifinals. Unfortunately, had a very bad showing in the semifinals. Sorry if that was a spoiler to anyone who wanted to go back and watch them all. But yeah, we definitely have a team that kind of feels similar to that. And it's something I know how to use, and I feel like right now is kind of my draft league style. Because this team I would not want to prep for, because I'd just be absolutely terrified of everything. And while I'm not saying it's the best team, because it obviously has holes, I think it's tough to prep for, and it will be very interesting to see how people go about that. Either way, I hope you have a great day, everybody, because Coach Oak said so, and I will see you all very soon with week 1 of the DGBA Season 5, hopefully coming out with a big old W to start off this season. See you soon.